All right.
Welcome, everybody. Hey, episode 10. We made it here. Tampa Live Podcast. The double digit family.
Yes.
Right here, breaking barriers. What's up? So, hey, man, it's December. I think we're at, December 13th.
Friday the 13th.
Friday the 13th.
Yes.
Ooh.
Yes.
Full moon.
Full moon.
Expected tonight, right?
Yep.
So hopefully the buyers come out. And not the boogeyman. So it's been an interesting week, man, from getting past that hurricane and really Tampa being on pause for 2 months. I felt like, of course, we had some different businesses going on, but out of the past 10 days, I'm getting so many calls of people looking to sell, out-of-state people looking to buy.
Yep.
I don't think they're looking at it as an opportunity to come to Tampa, like, the hurricane came, so now's our time to go and buy.
Right.
But something's making the phone rings from out-of-state buyers looking to move in.
Yeah.
And so that's been a really good plus for the week. Any good things happening for you guys this week, Tyler?
I mean, we're getting busier, so that's a good sign.
That's a good sign.
I agree with you. There's out-of-state buyers, and then, there's people relocating out of the state too, so I think it's like it just evens out, that's honest truth. It evens out.
Sales happen every day.
Yeah,
it don't matter what market it is. Sales are happening every day.
100%.
Shout out to Ricky Caruth on that quote.
Yeah, the market is the market.
It is. It doesn't matter how crazy the economy is. It's still going to keep going. It's going to keep going. So,
you had a great event this week, man. Thanks for the invite, man. Tyler Nguyen, Bluegrey Mortgage at the Standard Title.
Yep.
You guys threw an event at the Hyatt House.
We did.
Public house there. It was a packed room.
Yeah.
You guys, who'd you guys bring? It was
Phil M. Jones. He's like he's a beast. He sold over 1 million copies of Exactly What to Say. He's like one of the best to me communication sales book out there. But the guy's just he's like, to me, like an artist with his the way he speaks. He knows how to critique and just make it magic. When he talks, so he knows
the power of his words. Exactly what to say. He has another book called Exactly What to Say, I believe.
Yeah, and funny thing is, he loves bourbon. He actually came out with his own bourbon. It's Exactly What to Drink.
What? It's a book. What is it? A book?
It's a bourbon.
Oh, it's a bourbon. Exactly what to drink.
Exactly what to drink.
Yep.
Hey, I like that 105 proof.
Oh, Lordy.
Joke and drink. No.
What's up, John? Any good things for you happening this week?
We're always closing deals, man. So we just went under contract on another waterfront. We'll have that rolling towards the end of the month, get renovations going on that for our investor, and then we've got, a couple other projects in the lineup, and just closed on one, so that's fun.
It's exciting that I love that John, I believe, so there's Tampa Bay, and then you're going to hear the words Greater Tampa Bay.
Yep.
John, you're from Anna Maria Island, a dope place. I don't think people know about Anna Maria Island if they're not from Tampa.
Beautiful beaches out there.
But people always ask, what's so special about Tampa? Yeah. And when you talk about Anna Maria Island and understanding what we have, 30, 40 minutes away from us?
Yeah.
That's somewhere where you're from. But what is the difference between Tampa Bay and Greater Tampa Bay?
So Tampa Bay proper is basically going to be everything that has direct Tampa Bay access. And if you get out to like Anna Maria Island, really just the tip of the island is touching Tampa Bay, the mouth of Tampa Bay. The rest of the bodies of water are intracoastal and Gulf when you get down to Anna Maria Island. So it's completely different water than what you're gonna have in the Tampa Bay. Is teal, it's turquoise, it's like
it's the Bahamas, man.
The Bahamas, exactly.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
It's like out of the
White
Bahamas.
sand, come on.
So like Tampa Bay proper, like Brandon area, Ruskin area, South Tampa. You have like Palm Harbor, over on the Pinellas side. You have downtown St. Pete. I would consider all of that Tampa Bay proper. And then as you kind of get towards the mouth of the bay, you have areas like Palmetto. You have areas like Anna Maria Island, and those are all going to be Greater Tampa Bay area, right? Bradenton.
Oh, we got to me that's Tampa Bay.
Sarasota.
Yeah. Lakewood Ranch, Parish.
Yeah.
I used to live down there in Bradenton, and that's why I'm kind of real familiar
It's
with
a
that
cool
area.
area.
I love that. I really did love the area at the same time.
Super artsy, super cool.
Yeah, it's a growing space.
It is.
So
very nice.
People looking to retire from out of state, and you want to just be in a chill, relaxed, quiet, not necessarily in the
Lakewood Ranch
central.
is great for that.
Exactly.
Lots of golf courses. You got shops at Lakewood Ranch, which is like this whole little downtown center. It's really cool.
It's called Greater Tampa Bay, right?
Yeah.
And so that's the difference. how you look at Tampa and Greater Tampa Bay is.
Yeah, no, I mean, to me, like you said, yeah, I think it's just Tampa in general. Like when we talk to family, like say we don't even live in Tampa, we live in like Odessa or Brandon, we still say Tampa.
Yeah.
Because that's what people know.
I feel weird. Yeah, St. Petersburg is like,
they don't
Tampa,
know that.
I'm Tampa Bay.
Yeah.
It's St. Petersburg, Tampa,
exactly.
all around surrounding areas.
Yep. It's kind of like Miami, right? You live in Homestead or outside of Miami, they're still going to say, I live in Miami or Fort Lauderdale, whatever. So, yep.
Yeah,
absolutely.
It's only going to be the local people. You don't live in Miami, you live in Homestead,
exactly.
right?
Exactly.
Come on, from the out
It's all Miami-Dade. It's all Miami-Dade. Come on, y'all.
Exactly.
Like,
that's the, well, hey,
I'm
we
from
got
Miami, no.
We got a special guest with us today. My close friend, homegirl, Jennifer Jimenez, fellow realtor. She's also with LPT Realty. And she's someone who's kind of like, you've lived in Orlando and Tampa. So, you know, she has a good understanding of just Central Florida in general. Yep. So that's a pretty, I always would like to ask people, difference between like Orlando and Tampa. What are some things that you like about Tampa that shine to you, that allow you to enjoy living here versus, you know, another Florida area?
I mean, to me, it's just about perspective. Like it's just about like what you enjoy doing.
Okay.
I love both cities. Tampa, to me, I always think of like Amateur Works and like water and like just,
Sparksman Wharf and
exactly.
and beaches. So
beaches, yeah.
That's cool. When we I like to ask everybody on let's say on a common Saturday, common weekend, like what do people like you, what do you like to do on the weekend in Tampa Bay? What's something that's fun and chill for you?
Yeah. Well, I'm a city girl. I love to be downtown, and Amateur Works is my favorite place to go. You can just walk around, shop around, just be near the water. If you want to go on like a water boat,
come on, man,
take a little trip.
Exactly.
And so I just love being near the water. And
my people in Kansas City are like, water boat, what is that?
yeah.
Hey, come down, hit us up, contact anybody on the podcast. We'd love to tour you around the city so you can just experience these definitely a lot of cool spots all around Tampa. I mean, what's an ideal, John, for you when you're around on a weekend? What do you like to do on the weekend?
I mean, it really depends on the weather, right? Because we typically have beautiful weather. So as long as the weather's good, you know, we're either going to be out on the boat, at the beach. Yep. You know, we just talked about Anna Maria Island. So a lot of times what we'll do is we'll drop our boat in somewhere in Pinellas County. We'll ride over across Tampa Bay over to Anna Maria Island, chill out at a sandbar or something, get drinks and dinner after, you know, or maybe
man, come on,
you know, maybe you want to hit the Dali Museum in downtown St. Pete. You know, they always got some cool exhibits, and then you can go walk on the pier after. So I think really, it just depends on what you're into, but we have something that caters to everybody. And if you have diverse taste, there's something that will cater to each and every single one of your tastes.
Oh, 100%.
Food is definitely one of the main things of why people come down to Tampa Bay. If you're looking to move to Tampa Bay, Florida, and want to get a better understanding of the different pocket areas, because there's many. It's not like one fits all. There's many different spaces throughout Tampa Bay and the greater Tampa Bay. Make sure you contact one of my guys. We got John Debellavue, Tyler Nguyen, Jennifer Jimenez, Joe Flores. Contact any of us. We'd love to assist you and help you as a team. Tyler, man, on the weekend, what's an ideal thing you like and enjoy doing?
Jenna said my spot too. I love Armature Works, and I think, you know, like you get it caters to everything. Like I have 2 daughters, right, and you have kids too, right? So I mean, Armature Works is just like the ideal place to go. Let them run around, get some energy out, and you know they can get ice cream, they can get their lunch there. I mean, you know, it's like a food hall over there, you know, so you can get anything you want. And for us adults, we love to have our drinks, and they have bars all over. They have bars
all over the place. Makes it real convenient. That's been a game changer for us here in Tampa Bay. Shout out to Armature Works and everything on that compound they got doing. Anytime I have an out-of-state client,
we're doing there.
I mean, I bring them there, and then we're closing next week. So, hey, shout out to Armature Works. Shout out to my clients. They love the experience. They love being, you know, just when they're dealing with a Tampa Bay professional and someone who really gets around, it's a cool thing to have someone to be able to introduce you around the town. And
everybody takes photos. Nowadays social media is so big, and I think they're very smart. They made it like an IG worthy, you want to call it, right? Like, so everybody's like taking pictures, posting, and it's just a nice, cool place, So
and everybody sells themselves as a local expert, but you want to work with somebody who actually goes to the local spots.
Exactly.
It's pretty easy to tell a difference from asking somebody a couple questions.
Right. 100%.
That's what's up. My kids been having me involved with the music school stuff. So it feels like every other day we're going to a concert. Yeah, we're gonna go sing a Christmas Carol at Chick-fil-A, or we're gonna go to Chamberlain High School and do
they got it from their daddy, man. You in the music too back in the day.
Right. Exactly. Hey, let's go. So
all right.
Cool stuff, man. The Tampa Bay Live Podcast, we've just been networking all throughout Tampa. It's pretty cool that the community is just reaching out and saying that they've been enjoying the shorts going around. So we appreciate you guys supporting us out on YouTube World, Tampa Live Podcast, and on Instagram and Facebook.
We're getting closer to the end of the year. Anybody, how you guys seeing everything going so far? Like, just in the market and just making moves right now. I feel like people are making moves as well.
I think the market is moving. I mean, like we said earlier, the market is the market, right? So you can't control the market. Nope. You can only move with it. Yep. So you might as well just strategize and keep on moving.
Exactly.
No point in stalling and standing on the sidelines because everything else is going to keep moving around you.
Yeah.
So I think people are, like always, it takes about a year for that to set in for them and them to just kind of accept that.
Yep.
I think we've seen them move past that now.
Yeah.
We're seeing investors move. We're seeing consumers move.
Yeah.
Yes, we have a lot more inventory on market than we did the last couple years, but we have to remember this is what a normal market looks like.
Yeah, it is.
Yep. This is what a normal market looks like.
This was like 2018, 2019. It's just it's just chilling. Like it just,
houses aren't flying off the market in 1 month. I mean, 4 months, 6 months. It's a normal cycle, market. So that adjustment. And it brings me confidence because we've been through those markets before. Yeah. So to know, like, okay, yes, the hurricane hit and it kind of slowed the market down for 2 months.
Yeah.
But then now, like, especially in the past 2 weeks, it's just, you can tell the momentum. There's so many more people willing to, they want to either sell or buy and invest in the real estate market in Tampa Bay.
Yeah. I think a lot of people are tired waiting on the sideline too.
Yeah.
Right?
Absolutely.
I was looking at the Tesla stock today, and you're when they first came out, whatever price they came out, then they went up to 200, 300 5 years ago, and you're like, that's too high. Yeah. And then all of a sudden they split, and then they do it again. Yeah. I saw a stat today. It said something like 5 years ago, if you bought Tesla, it's up 1,000%.
So crazy.
Every year you're thinking it's too high. Every year you think it's too high.
Right.
So investing in real estate like Tampa and in the market, it's prices are you gotta think long term, think longevity here.
I have a crazy story to tell you guys. I had this client, and I was sharing with Alex this earlier this week. He's an older gentleman. He's probably in his mid 70s, but he got into crypto, and for that age, not to say at that age people don't invest in those type of stuff, but he invested in XRP.
XRP. Oh man,
he bought it in the pennies, and when I was doing his loan in 2021, I would have to come over because he's not tech savvy, and that's the craziest thing. He's in crypto, but he's not tech savvy. I would have to drive to his house to help him download documents and stuff. He's like, Tyler, you gotta invest. Dude had like 6 figures investing in XRP. He was telling me this whole time, it's gonna hit. And as of this year, it finally hit. So he's a millionaire.
Wow, congrats to him. Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's awesome.
It's crazy, bro. So I mean, again, there's a lot of people that are into little things, different things.
Was it down at one moment? Yes, of course.
Yeah, exactly.
But the long term of it.
Yeah. So he's living life now, I'm sure, like a king. He's probably happy. I haven't called him yet, but I know he's probably like smiling at me right now.
Good for him. Happy for him. I hope it's for a lot of people out there that are doing their thing. Not everybody's a crypto guy, but for the people that are, they have their good days and they have their bad days. But right now, definitely looks like they're having good days.
Yeah, they're having their good day. We're having an okay day. It's the real estate industry, but it's okay.
The ebbs and flows.
Yes.
Well, any investment is a gamble, but to not invest at all is the biggest gamble.
100%, man. 100%. You got to diversify, right? I think that's the biggest thing everybody's talking about. You got to diversify your portfolio. So
absolutely.
Dope. So Tampa. I mean, when you went, you were living in Anna Maria Island, where you were raised, pretty much. So what brought you up a little bit north into literally like the Tampa, city of Tampa area?
I mean, my family originally, our roots are from Tampa. So we've been here a couple generations, which is cool. You know, I think it was like my great-great or my great-great-great-grandfather helped found Pasco Packing, which is now been bought out by like the top 3 packers. So that's, you know, whatever.
What
history.
Is that? Can I say?
Yeah, I don't know what that is either.
So Pasco Packing was, at the height, it was the largest citrus processing facility and bottling facility in the United States, and one of the largest in the world.
Gotcha.
So my family was one of the ones that helped found that. So
awesome.
we've been here a while, and I just decided I was kind of embraced in Sarasota, and it's a little sleepier down there.
Yeah.
You have, you know, it's very artsy. It's a cool area, but I wanted to be around just more stuff to do in general, and I felt like Tampa had that. So that brought me up here.
Yeah.
So, that's dope. So packing is, they're getting fruits and getting juices out of it?
Yeah.
Like packaging them up?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's
something new to me.
There you go.
Yeah.
I like that.
And Jenna, you came from New York, right? Is that right? Originally
from New York, from Queens, New York.
Wow.
Okay, wow, that's a busy town, right? An active town.
Yes, and like a lot of snowbirds. We want to escape the snow.
Right.
Was it like you had family out here? What was your connection to Florida from being from New York? Like what makes people go? Because a lot of times the move is like New York to Florida.
Yeah.
So it's like, what is the motivation there? Why is it that people make that connection?
Honestly, at first I didn't have any family here. I just kind of just packed my stuff and I said I want to be somewhere warm, and I've always visited Florida, so I said let's go to Florida.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
But I started in Orlando and then moved down here. Sarasota is beautiful.
Yeah.
A lot of people retire in Sarasota, so that's why I could see your point.
I have a question for you then. Since you moved here, any of your family members follow you?
Yes, so Tampa. We have family here in Tampa now. Yeah.
That happened to me too. That's why I asked.
That's what happens. They come for a visit and then they end up staying.
Yes.
Wow. If you think about that, it was there was a leader, someone willing to make the jump that everybody's willing to kind of do.
Right.
But that making that jump, being a leader, motivates people around you. They're like, you know what? I like that move. I'm there.
Yeah.
So that's super cool, man. 'Cause you came from like. Tyler, I
came from Kansas.
Kansas.
Yeah,
So
and my family would, I swear, they would never leave Kansas. And they would visit me every year. And then finally, during the 2020 COVID, they all moved. I was like, why did you have to pick that time? So we were locked down. They were staying at my house. It's like a whole village at my house. I was like, I got to get the hell out of here. Right. So
they moved down.
I almost got divorced because of it. You know, my wife's like, I'm going crazy with your family right now. You know, so.
I was going to get you. I didn't know I was got to sleep with like 30 people in the house. But
yes.
Hey, well, shout out to wife for holding it down. Making it through.
Hold it down for sure.
Was it snowing? Like, is Kansas a place where it snows?
Yeah, man. I always think about it. Like, it's like the worst of the worst weather. I hate to say it like that. I love Kansas. The people there are great.
Sure,
I think they're the most nicest people out there, you know. But the weather is either scorching hot in the summer, like over 105 or whatever, and then wintertime we're getting ice. And then, of course, summer, don't forget the tornadoes and all this crazy stuff, right? So we get a lot of crazy weather, but, I mean, the fall is like anywhere else. The fall is beautiful out there, you know?
The cold weather does make people, I feel like they do get thicker skin. Because imagine walking out of your house every morning, you're already in a bad mood, and you just look at your car, and there's a bunch of snow on your car, bro. And you got to literally, you have to take it off. You have no choice. So I can understand why people from up north, I think, have thicker skin because they deal with
a lot more stuff, man. A lot more stuff.
I don't do ice and snow, y'all. I don't do ice and snow.
I'm about to go there. My kids, of course, they want to see snow, so we're going to Canada. We're gonna try to check it out. I've never been there during the winter, but
it's gonna be real cold.
Oh, I know.
Thanks,
John.
It's gonna be
Thanks.
real cold.
I know.
You thought Kansas was cold.
Yeah, exactly. So what do you do for the kids?
You going to the tundra?
I know. Might as well go to Antarctica, you know? No.
Might as well go to a Green Bay Packers game.
Visit the North Pole.
Yeah, exactly. So we're looking forward to it, but yeah, it's gonna be cold.
That's cool stuff. So Tampa's been, the water. I think the water has a big influence about Tampa.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It allows viewing like restaurants, obviously, on the water.
Everybody talks about the breeze. Do you guys feel it? I mean,
that Gulf Coast breeze.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
yeah.
If you're within probably 3 miles from there, you're gonna feel that breeze.
That Gulf Coast breeze.
Yeah, that's what everybody talks about, the breeze. So.
One cool thing that's coming up is the boat parade.
Yeah.
So in Orlando, when I used to be in Orlando, and I wouldn't, when I came to Tampa, that was something that stuck out to me. It was like, I used to work at downtown Tampa off what do you call it, the Vinoy.
Right.
I moved to town and I was out there for a while, but they put me onto the boat parades. I was like, man, that's a super cool thing to do during Christmas time and for the kids and family members to enjoy.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
one of my team members doing that tonight, I think, or tonight or tomorrow, something like that. So
Yeah.
where they light up all the boats and stuff.
Right.
Yeah, it's gonna be cool. Yep.
Throw some Super Bowl trophies around, boat the boat.
Hey.
Pull Brady,
Exactly.
Brady action.
Yeah. So, Jen, real estate market, you've been going around. We were talking earlier, and I always ask people, man, how do you, when you look back at your past clients, where they come from? Are they just like family related? Because a lot of times people are like, oh, I don't have any family here. So they don't feel confident they can close deals. Something that worked for you, one of your best tools was social media. I was like, what? She's like, most of my deals, they came through social media.
That's amazing.
Because I didn't know anybody when I came to the town. So like, what does that look like? Like, do you say, hey, I'm your realtor, call me, and people call you? Like how do
What's
deals?
your strategy?
Yeah.
What's your strategy?
Well, you have to put in the time
Yes,
on
it
it,
is.
Right.
obviously. But yes, like I mentioned, I'm not originally from Florida, so I just started doing social media and just creating posts, landing pages for my website, and just directing people there and just providing value, like just like answering your phone and any questions or anything. So
What's one of the posts that you think triggered and got someone to reach out to you to want for your assistance with purchasing a home? Like,
I get a lot of interactions with like my website and just like sharing homes for sale, new listings. I get a lot on like post on like the type of loans, like different like
Nice.
when you're sharing knowledge with them, explaining like, hey, this
Yes.
is, because a lot of people think that they need 20% to purchase a home.
exactly.
And, first-time home buyers are first-time home buyer. They really don't know.
Yeah.
So people think that it's 20% to purchase a home when
Right.
there's opportunities to do 3.5% or 0%.
Yep.
So when people have social media and you share that, you never know who's paying attention to something like that. Because someone, if it's not them, they might have a kid that's looking to purchase a home, or a
Right.
family member moving to Tampa that needs to purchase a home. So it's important for you guys to post those type of flyers out there to share
Educate the
knowledge,
consumer,
educate the
right?
consumer.
There's so many like myths out there that you have to put 20% and like that's not at all the case. There's
Yeah.
so many like loan programs and just
There
putting
is.
like the information out there and like
Right.
even like rent to own is huge on my website and
Yeah.
social media. Like
I see.
people like they feel like more comfortable like checking out that option like rent to own, okay, but ultimately like maybe they could purchase, so then they take that route
Yep,
because there's
exactly.
a lot of most of my
Yeah.
clients
They
are
just
first
don't
time
know,
buyers,
right?
yeah,
Yeah.
and they just don't know.
Yeah.
Jennifer has a lender. Someone calls and they thinking that they can't buy a home, so they just whatever keep renting a home and then when they speak with Jennifer, Jen's like, hey, I think you qualify to go purchase a home. Talk to my lender Tyler. He gets on and deals just happen. So that's pretty cool. We love to help people out, man.
Share the information.
There's been so many times
Put it
that
out
we've
there.
helped someone out and they're like, yeah, but my credit's not good. I'm not sure if I'm like, what's your credit score? She's like 745. I'm like, what do you mean? She's like, I thought you need 800 credit score. I'm like, no, you're overqualified to purchase a home.
Exactly.
So sometimes you just gotta clarify things with people that need clarification because they don't know. If you don't know, you don't know, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I think the biggest thing now is just, man, all questions are good. People don't, people are so sometimes embarrassed. They want to ask the wrong question or a dumb question. But the honest truth is, in our industry, there is no dumb question. I always tell my team, I'd rather you ask the question and instead of assume or guess, you know what I mean? Because, just ask.
That's good. Spark the motivation.
Spark the motivation. You know?
And they may not be ready now,
exactly.
but
Yeah, and then you can guide them.
You have a plan.
Yeah, that's it. Exactly. You just got to help them plan it out and strategize. You know, like work on their credit or save up some money or whatever that may be.
You'll be surprised what you can do in 6 months when you're really focused on doing something and know exactly. Yeah. Okay, you need to improve your credit score by 30 points. Like in 6 months, you can come up with a strategy to kind of get you there. And people that deal with this every day are able to help you do it at a fast rate. So speak with a professional. Speak with people, allow people to come and help you out with that.
And there's a lot of people that don't know what's going on with their credit. Like they don't know they have this credit card or whatever. I mean, there's just a lot of things that, sometimes you just don't know. And it's always good to get a check. You don't pay anything for it, so just get a check, right? So free consultation.
Knowledge gives you the power you need to get where you want to be, right?
100%. Yep. So
that's what about for you, John? What's some things that how you get clients, right? If someone didn't know anybody, you're new in the industry,
right,
and you're looking to do, because everybody always need to do their first deal. You didn't have a deal till you did your first deal.
Yeah,
right.
Exactly.
So if you had no deals today, what are some things that comes to mind that you would do to kind of help an agent connect with a client?
I think it really, that's a very broad question. And I think a lot of people starting out in real estate don't realize that there's a lot of niches to real estate. So you kind of got to figure out what sector you want to focus on, because you can try to do everything. You can try to do luxury, you can try to do commercial, you can try to do development, you can try to do every single thing under the rainbow. But at the end of the day, you're going to end up falling strongly into one category over the others.
Yep.
And you might be able to do all of them, but you're probably going to focus on one.
Yeah.
So I would say, first of all, figure out what type of client you want to focus on working with, whether it's consumers, investors, builders, right? Narrow that down. And then if it's builders, here in Tampa Bay, we have a builders association. You can go on there. You can shoot out mass emails to all the builders, say, hey, I'm a new agent. How can I start working with you? What are you looking for with, agents to partner with, things like that. If you're trying to connect with consumers, social media is such a huge tool.
Yeah.
Investors as well, social media is a huge tool. So for me, social media plays a really big role in my business. I'm at a point where I'm established, right? I'm established now. So most of my business is by referral only. I do prospect constantly. As a realtor, you have to always be prospecting. But I mean, for sale by owners, social media.
What's your website?
livingsaltlife.com.
livingsaltlife.com.
That's
the Anna Maria Island.
It's the Anna Maria Island thing, baby.
I love that.
Yeah.
Tyler, when you were brand new, how'd you come across your first client? What is there?
Oh man, you're gonna be laughing at me, but my first client was myself. I refinanced my own house.
That's great though.
He's like, I'm gonna get my license first before I refinance on this.
Because I was just like anybody else, just struggling your first deal. Like trying to find a deal, right? But then, I went to my CPA. I actually went to my CPA and started, hey, I just got my loan officer license. You know anybody that needs a mortgage, blah, blah. And he hooked me up with one of my first clients.
That was awesome.
Wow.
Yeah, so
I think mine was a FSBO. So
yeah. So that was truly my first client.
Put yourself out there.
I
think is the biggest advice.
You can't be a secret agent. You can't.
No.
Speak to the people that you are doing business with. He said he used his a CPA that ended up becoming a referral. So the people that if you have a barber, whoever, somebody at a salon, your nail tech, let the people know what you do, and those people, you're supporting their business. I'm pretty sure they'll support yours 100%, as well. 100%. Don't get mad if they don't use you, because they might already have 10 other friends that do the same industry.
Right.
Yeah.
So be fair to everyone.
Exactly.
And also other agents, connect with agents out of state. One of my first deals was a referral from an agent from another state.
There you go.
Absolutely.
100%.
They referred somebody moving here, and it's like a win-win situation.
Yeah.
And you working mostly with consumers, I think a big tool for you is knowledge. The more you teach them, the more they want to work with you, right? So I didn't know I could get a house for 3.5% down.
Yep.
For a lot of people, just that is. They'll go start looking just when you tell them that they could put 3.5% down and get them pre-approved for something.
Exactly, 100%. So no, just dropping dimes, right? So
always,
dropping dimes. We have to get my guy he's licensed for 7 days.
7 days. Yeah, come on in, man.
Let's get out. Got my special guest in the house over here. Hey, man, what's up? Ben Scharfeld stepped in the building. I appreciate you coming by to show us love at the Tampa Live Podcast. I'm joined with Jennifer Jimenez, John Debellavue, and I'm Joe Flores. How's it going, man? Thanks for stopping by. I heard.
Hey, thank you for having me.
Congratulations on the big news. I heard that you just got licensed a week ago.
Yes, I did. 8 days ago.
8 days ago, wow.
Still getting my license hung with LPT right now. I'm waiting on an email, and then I'm going to contact Tampa Realtors, and we're in.
Great. And I know that you're affiliated with some big dogs with the Iglesias, Anello and Iglesias team as well.
Yeah, they are my mentors.
Yeah, that's awesome to hear. Yeah. I've been seeing you guys working at the office, putting in a lot of work.
Every day.
What motivated you to become a real estate agent, to go and get licensed?
So, about 3 years back, my parents renovated a home that we had been living in for most of my childhood and doubled the value of the home when they sold. Then we went and got a home that was an investment property in Cheval, and we've since doubled that property value.
Wow. Yes, congrats.
So seeing what they're doing, and that's not even their main gig. They just do it on the side along with their business. They do home health care.
Mm-hmm.
So shout out to Senior Helpers.
Shout out to Senior Helpers.
Yeah.
Yes. That's a great story.
Yeah, but that just really got me interested in the real estate, and also the idea of helping people build a future, continue with their life, open a new chapter. It's just great, and it's something I want to be involved in, something that I want to, start in. And I'm glad that I finally got to this point where we're starting. We're here.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Right.
Thank you.
Because you're coming from marketing. I know you're tapped into social media and marketing a little bit as well, right?
Yeah. I used to do a lot of editing for real estate for a couple realtors, and over time it kind of faded out because school and stuff. I'm fresh out of high school.
Fresh out of high school.
Yes,
love that.
Yeah. So I had to step away from it for a little bit, but I'm gonna start about mid-January. I'm working on getting my commercial drone license right now, and I'm gonna start doing video editing again for realtors and putting drone work on their properties, putting them in front of it, and whatever they want, doing some social media page stuff, like shorts.
Good stuff, right?
Yeah,
Cool.
So
she said a lot of her deals come from social media, and that's the really awesome
thing.
thing.
It's a big force.
He said,
sales.
John said the same thing. A lot of his deals come from social media. So you see a common trend happening.
Building connections. It gives you a platform to build genuine connections with people you might not meet on the street, right?
So when you're on social media, follow the Tampa Live Podcast. We are on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, as we're picking it up out there. Is there any visions that you got for moving forward that, what are you inspiring for? What do you envision going into the future that you'd love to be able to accomplish?
I'm just trying to use real estate to start building businesses. Hopefully in the next 5 years, I want to have 3 businesses up and running. I'm looking to really get into rentals in the near future, hoping to have my first rental by the end of next year, and just really capitalizing on the sales I make through real estate to deploy and invest into other assets to have multiple income streams.
Oh, I love that mindset.
Yeah. Smart.
I love that mindset.
Smart.
Hey, investing in yourself to expand.
That's what we see a lot of really intelligent realtors do.
That's growth. So, yeah, super. So, John, what's 2025? Any type of motivation, any type of goals that you got going on that you're looking to, stay inspired for?
We're trying to do 20 mil in gross volume. 2025. Right now, we've, put a little bit over 5.5 in the pipeline for Q1. So as long as we can keep that up, we're gonna hit our goals.
And this is what, your second year in real estate?
Third year.
Third year.
Yeah.
Look at that. I mean, I used to always ask a top agent that I know, and I'd be like, "What's the secret sauce?" She's like, "There's no secret sauce to being successful in this business. In years 3 to 7, you're going to see the growth of all your past clients, of the people that you've treated good and followed up with and stayed consistent with. for your first 3 years. In years 3 to 7, you're going to see that growth happen. And it definitely, I feel like, was true. So in the beginning, it's not about, it's learn before you earn type of concept, but build those relationships, be consistent with them, because you're going to grow over time. And they're going to believe in you over time.
Don't burn your bridges, people.
The time is going to be right when it comes together. Yeah, do not burn bridges.
Yeah.
Jennifer, we're not burning bridges out there, are we?
No, definitely not.
Yeah, because, you know.
And just like he mentioned that in the beginning, like, you just kind of want to just build relationship, and you just kind of fall into your niche. Like, just do what you're good at and what you're comfortable at, because you're going to see all these different like activities and stuff that you can do in real estate.
In the real estate industry, right.
And you just kind of fall into it.
Like, I want to be, a strictly 100% listing agent.
Yeah.
Oh, my friend sent me a lead. I have to go show this. But no, there's many ways of doing this business. And sometimes you got to go through a lot of them to really kind of figure out what's for you.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But eventually you'll decide on what's going to be, your niche there and get at it. So I remember when I first started, I was working at the post office, and I ended up, when I first got licensed, they had a first-time homebuyer program going out. The Florida bond, it was offering $15,000 for people to purchase a home. So when I was working at the post office, I noticed that people had been working there for several years, right? So I know they have several tax returns going, stability going on in their life. And then I'd find out that a lot of them were renting. So I was like, hey, your lease is coming up. Instead of going to rent that place for $1,500, you're gonna spend $1,500 times 3, which is $4,500. I'm like, hey, I have this program where it'll pay for with the $15,000, it'll pay for your down payment and your closing costs on a $200,000 house, and you're gonna be able to keep equity, because once you pay that first, last, and deposit, like you're feeding the alligator at that point. Mm-hmm. So when I brought that concept to them, they all ended up using the first-time homebuyer program to purchase back then, which was $200,000 house. But now, as we fast forward 8 years later, that $200,000 house now, where they were paying less than what they were paying for the apartment, is now worth damn near triple the amount.
Right.
And so that's a special thing about the real estate industry that we love, is like what that value brings to people in the long term, and helps people save a little bit more. So that's where we're advocates of the real estate business, right?
Thinking long term.
Thinking long term, yeah.
Thinking long term.
And getting out of it. But anything special going on for New Year's for you guys? For the holidays, you staying in town?
I'm hoping to go to Atlanta. I have some family there.
Yeah.
So maybe that week.
It'll be cool. It might not be snowing real bad, right? It's cool in Atlanta. So.
I don't do snow and ice, remember?
He doesn't do snow. He's
I love taking vacations up there, though, up north.
Right.
It's great. Love the snow.
Yeah, definitely, right?
I think a week after New Year's, just about going to be visiting West Palm Beach. My sister lives over there, so got that going.
Oh, I love West Palm Beach, man. Shout out to Justin Levins and the Trust Realty Group down there in Palm Beach, and the locals down there in West Palm Beach. So they've been real cool family down there. When I first moved down to Florida, I moved to Point St. Lucie. I was only there for 1 year, but so for me, that's West Palm Beach in a way.
Yeah.
They might disagree down there, but to me, it was like, Jupiter, West Palm Beach, Point St. Lucie.
Yeah, it's like the same general area.
Right.
I consider it.
Yeah, it was a super cool place. So we're getting into prospecting. Are you in a space where you're telling yourself, I want to dedicate? Do you have another gig outside of real estate right now?
No.
Okay.
100% in.
What's your mindset when you wake up in the morning? Are you someone that's like, you're trying to go to the office, or is it something like you kind of get started late? What's the motivation for you in the morning?
I don't even eat. I just get dressed and hop in the car straight to the office.
Definitely does.
Yeah.
He shows up, man. He's ready. He's focused. Y'all, you
9
hit Ben.
o'clock.
Hit Ben up for your real estate needs, because he's a go-getter agent right now. Just like John, just like Jennifer, and everything else. John, anything you want to get into as for some projects coming up?
I got enough projects going right now, but I'm always taking on more, man.
You work with investors mainly, right? Like What are you trying to get into?
Almost strictly, yeah.
You like getting in the space where you're building brand new homes, or like just kind of flipping homes?
Both.
Is it hard to deal with new, like, let's say if there's a lot there and someone wants to build a home on there, is that a hard process to go through?
It just depends on the location and doing your due diligence appropriately. I mean, it's only going to be difficult if you purchase a lot that's going to put you in a difficult situation.
What do you think the turnaround time would be if there was a vacant lot there in Seminole Heights, and someone wanted to purchase that lot and build a house on there? How long do you think that complete process would be from that time purchasing it to a house being completed?
Yeah, I mean, if we're talking 1,200 to 1,500 square feet, like an entry-level home, probably somewhere between 4 and 5 months, start to finish.
4 to 5. I mean, that's including like permits and stuff like that. Like, so 4 to 5 months, someone can.
Yeah, your permitting realistically is only going to take you 6 to 8 weeks, and that's why your due diligence is so important, because you can be taking care of a lot of that work on the front end before you've ever closed on the property. As soon as you close, you roll in with the building department. True. You've gone through plan review 14 to 28 days after you've rolled in with building department. So you close on the property, you're approved to build 30 days later. You could turn around and flip the land just like that with approved plans and add a ton of equity and value to it. But also, take it to the bank. It's worth more money now. Roll that equity into your down payment, save yourself some money. 4 months on construction, depending on delays and material shortages. If anything is unavailable or you've got back orders on things, that could push you out a month. So you could have it done in 3 months after permitting, but you're, let's say 4 to be safe. So 5 month total time.
Definitely. We'll get a lot more into that in the future episodes about how to build new construction homes on lots throughout Tampa Bay. I know a lot of people are interested in that topic, so we'll be making sure to bring that stuff out. But hey, thank you guys for stopping by. This is Tampa Live Podcast. Hey, thank you, Ben.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Jennifer, John.
Always a pleasure.
We will stay tuned. Hey, Tampa Live Podcast. Follow us on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook, and connect with us. If any of you guys have family members or friends looking to make a move in the real estate industry in Tampa, make sure to contact one of us through our pages, and we'd love to help you guys out, all right? Thank you, and see you guys next week.
Take care, y'all.